Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. For today, I would like to present about our prototype development robotic arm for palm oil picking. This is our innovation projects. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Technologist as Mohd Nasrulldin bin Latif. I'm from Unit Academic and Pendidikan Berterusan from College Community Kemaman. And I would like to introduce our members. Dr. Nurul Ashykin binti Abdul Aziz from Faculty of Entrepreneurship and Business from University Malaysia Kelantan, and Dr. Nur Hafiza binti Othman from Faculty of Entrepreneurship and Business from University Malaysia Kelantan, and last but not least, Dr. Muhammad Rohieszan bin Ramdan from Faculty of Management and Economic from University Pendidikan Sultan Idris. So we are the innovators for this project. Okay, for the introduction for this project. Okay, since it was first cultivated as a commercial commodity in 1917, so Malaysia oil palm cultivation area has grown to 5.85 million hectares according to the Grocery 2019. As you can see, the Malaysia's oil palm industry is crucial to the country's economic success. So many palm oil production contribute to its contribution to the country export earning according to Malaysia Palm Oil Berhad 2017. So this sector continues to rely heavily on foreign labours, particularly in the plantation sectors and palm fruit picking activities according to Khalid, Kamruddin and Abdul Shuaib 2021. And then last but not least, according to the Azman 2017, the level of mechanization in the oil palm plantation is around 1.9% for harvesting and 16.2% for in-field collecting operation. So you can see here for the graph from January 2019 until December 2020. So according to Malaysia Palm Oil, monthly total production, export and stocks. Okay, for this, so you can see that the trend is a bit lower. Okay, why we come out for this project? So basically, it's related to the palm oil industry. We try to help what are the issues, and we come out for this project. For the problem statement, what have been done, or what are the issues that we try to solve? So because of the ongoing labor crisis, so Malaysia's oil palm business has lost an estimated around 10.46 billion in unpicked fruit in the first 5 months of year 2022. So according to the Plantation Industries and Commodities Minister, there was a labor deficit of 28,940 workers in the business, with the expected output of 2 tons of oil palm fruit per day. Okay, source from freemalaysiatoday.com 2020. As we know that Malaysia is the second largest palm oil producer in the world, so we are still struggling to harvest palm fruit due to lack of labor because of due to the restriction during the pandemic. As we can see here, it's about the COVID-19 pandemic. So we have a limited resources for human power because we depending on the foreign workers from India, from Indonesia, and so on. Okay. So although agriculture best practices are progressively applied, the influx of foreign workers is not sufficient to meet the labor's demand in the oil palm farming sectors. So increasing emphasis on innovation and technologies is necessary to address labor and productivity issues. So according to the Corys 2020, so we need to technology. We need to have best practice. Okay, So we need to come up with something that we can solve all this issue. So basically for the labor issue, for the human power. Okay? Therefore, labor shortage provide a strong incentive for innovation and mechanism. Okay, because we lack of our workers, we lack of our foreign workers, so we try to come out to help for this issue. So we come out for our prototype, so that can help for the industries to solve this issue. Okay, for the advantage for a robotic arm for palm oil picking, the first is very convenient to use and easy to handle, and it is portable and cost saving. Last but not least is a programmable. So convenient, it's very convenient to use because one man operation can be used and to use for this project, to use all this prototype, and easy to handle. It's just like you are using a console playing the games, easy to handle, and easy portable. We can use your smartphone and we can bring out to any okay for this project, and it is very cost saving because um, basically for this project it's try to save the human energy. Okay, we don't have to use we need to minimize the human power. And for the last but not least is programmable, but programmable because we can program it and to instruct what need to be done, okay, by using programming. So the main objective for our project is to design and to build a user-friendly robotic arm for palm oil picking activities. For this is our main objective. So we try to help a user, also for the workers, to pick and to harvest the oil palm. So manually, basically before this, you have to manually pick by using a choke, and you need to use your strength to pull out the harvesting. So it's used basically for the palm oil fruit. Basically, it's around 1 or 10 kilos, more than 10 kilogram per fruits. So just imagine workers need to use their own strength to pick up and then to load it into the truck. Right. For second objective is to control automatic suspension system using an Arduino microcontroller to mobilize palm oil picking activities. So instead of we are using your own strength, so we have a robotic arm to pick up the palm oil fruits. So basically, it's a robotic arm to pick up the fruit and load it to the truck or to the tankers behind them. Okay. And then the third objective to increase the productivity of palm oil picking activities by using a robotic arm in a real world environment. So this is our objective, because just imagine if for the human you need to use your own strength, is very limited, and sometimes the oil fruit or palm fruit is around 10 to 20 kilos per fruit. So just imagine they will be tired, they will be exhausted just to pick up the fruit and load it to the truck. So you need to have a energy, more energy used by human. But if you are using for this prototype, they just a um, limit amount of the energy used. Basically, you just have to control the arm by using your smartphone, and it is save your energy basically. And then for the methodology for developing for this prototype, so the first thing we need to analyze for the requirement. So we come up with the first is requirement analyze. Okay, for this project, we are using a waterfall model software development process. Okay, this is for design for our project. The first thing we need to identify what is requirement. We need to analyze for the requirement for this project, for the robotic arm, for the device, for the controlling for the vehicle, and so on. And then we come up with for the design, where to put the robotic arm and uh, how the process flows. So we need to design for the system. And then for the third one is the implementation. We implement all the coding. We um, put it all the robotic arm and so on. And then we need to do system testing where we test all the functionalities. It can pick up the palm oil, or I mean we can control the vehicle and so on. So we need to do the system testing, and then after that we use for system deployment. So we try to deploy it in the palm oil industry. Okay, we need to test, and then we need to come up with the any errors. We try to system deployment. We did deploy for the system. After the system testing is all fully succeeded, last but not least, we need to maintain for the system maintenance lah. If any part of failures and any damage come after that, so we need to maintain all the equipment. So this is the methodology that you are using for our prototype. Okay, for the prototype, if you can see here, robotic palm oil picking. So we can see there has a hand, robotic arms, and there will be a truck behind that, a basket to load the palm oil. And then we can control this by using your handphone, basically by using a Bluetooth module. Okay, the movement of the arm and the movement for your vehicle. Okay, it's very it will be mobile lah. You can deploy it at the field, and just by using your smartphone. And then for the functional requirement, okay, the firstly you need to understand that this prototype will need a microcontroller as a brain to control the movement. So basically for this we are using Arduino Uno to make an electric power robotic arm with the Arduino Uno to control the movement for the arm and to control the movement of the vehicle. And then the second thing, we are using a ultrasonic sensor. So basically to detect any object or any obstacle in front of the vehicle. So just imagine um, in the field, I mean in the palm oil field, there will be some obstacle just like a log, a stone, and so on obstacle that we can avoid it by using these ultrasonic sensors, where there will be a buzzer. The third one is buzzers to alert the user if any obstacle in front of it, we can avoid it. Okay, it will be alert the user by using a buzzers based on the ultrasonic sensors. Okay, and then last but not least, we have a wireless Bluetooth to connect. Okay, to make a robotic arm can control by using Bluetooth. Basically, we can control it by using our smartphone, your handphone, your tablet, and so on. That you need to have a Bluetooth connection, and then you can connect to this prototype. And then for non-functional requirement, so basically we are concerned about the security. We don't want to any unauthorized user to use for our prototype, or anyone. Just imagine you have any more than 10 this equipment, so you need to control it. So we can set the password, and for the security reason, because of this we are using a remote XY application to control the robotic arm. So the user must enter the correct password to access the apps. Okay, you install this app inside your handphone, so we can set out the password. So it means that anyone we don't have unauthorized access, you cannot control this equipment. And then for the reliability, so basically for this one we are using a buzzer to alert the user, and the robotic arm will move once the ultrasonic sensor can detect the object. So basically, if for this one, so for buzzers and sensor we are using to detect if there's any obstacle behind the vehicle. Okay, so it will stop. And then for the movement for the arm, we will detect where is the palm oil, and we pick up the palm oil based on the range finding. And then for the performance, it relies on the power and its motor. So basically, it's just a vehicle which is arm, robotic arm. So we need the power. We need to have a powerful motors, and basically inside this there are servos and motors inside there. if the power is enough to fuel the motor, it will perform as it should be lah. So basically, we can control the vehicle. It has a motor, electric motor, and uh, we have some servos to control the robotic arm. And then for the maintainability, the components are easily accessible when it's needed to be placed. Basically, we make it simple for user and very user friendly. So basically, the part easy to assemble and easy to be replaced if damaged. Okay, simply open the upper layer of the robotic arm to access the component inside. It can be accessible. So you need to replace the servo, or you need to replace all the motor and anything part from the robotic arm. Also for the vehicle. And then for the scalability, robotic arm can be used in wide range of scope lah. So basically, just not for the palm oil industry. Maybe you can use it for the pick up the goods. Maybe you can use in the supply line, in the shipping container. Also, we can use it any field that require to save the human effort atau to save the human energy. Okay, automatic authorized. Okay, automation. We need the automation. In the factory also can you use this robotic arm. And then for the usability, with the simple control interface such as button and joystick, what range of user can easily learn to control the robotic arm. So basically for this, just simply as you just playing games by using a joystick, okay, but controllable by using your smartphone. So this is a requirement that need to be used to set up for this prototype. The first thing we need to have a laptop or any PC that you can do a programming. So you need to install the Arduino IDE software and need to configure the Arduino Uno programming language. You can use this to program what need to be done. And then we are using a micro Arduino Uno R3. Arduino is a microcontroller. Microcontroller acts as a brain to control all the movement, all the activities. Okay, based on altimeter. It has a 20-digit output and output. So this is all inside our report. So basically this acts as a brain to control all the movement. And then we are using the rangefinder ultrasonic sensor HCSR04. So basically it's a low cost ultrasonic sensor that can measure a distance from 2 centimeters up to 4 meters with the stackable performance and height ranging accurate under 15 detection angles. Okay, and it's easy to use package. So basically for this we use to detect any obstacle, although we can use to sense where's the object. Okay, for this we can easily know and we can measure the distance between this object with the prototype. And then we are using the L298 and dual hybrid motor drive to control board module. So it's a low heat, outstanding anti-interference performance, high working power up to 46 volt, and large current on can reach 3A maximum and continuously into A powers. So basically we are using this to control our motor, to control our vehicle, to move forward, to reverse, to turn left and turn right. Okay, crucial for movement for our vehicle. And this is our prototype during the testing basically. Okay, to make it movable, so you need to have this hash drive motor drive. And then last but not least, we are using HC06 Bluetooth module for Arduino. So we need to have this module to connect our smartphone with this prototype, otherwise it cannot be functional. Okay, so designed for transparent wireless serial communication. Basically we need to connect with the Bluetooth first, then we can control it. Without the Bluetooth you can't control this prototype. Okay, basically we need to have a Bluetooth connection between our smartphone and this prototype or this machine, this robotic arm. Then we can control this vehicle and to control its arm, the robotic arm, to do the harvesting. And then for the hardware requirement, so basically we need to have a battery, so lithium ion battery, to give a power. So basically for this prototype, we're just using a 18650 battery chargers and this ion battery to charge the battery. And then Arduino Uno R3 extension shield version 5. So basically this shield to extend the slot, limited slot in the Arduino Uno. Okay, it's help you hook up the sensors directly to Arduino Uno without the use of the breadboard. But so basically, previously we need to use a breadboard to extend our sensors and so on. So let's come out about this one. We have an extension shield. You can buy it. And then the most crucial part is the robotic arm. Okay, to automate the process of placing good or product onto the pallet. So you need this robotic arm. So for this project, we are programming this robotic and to control it by using Arduino Uno and control it by using our smartphone. That's our main project. This is the crucial part for this project. And then the last but not least is our active buzzers mode. This is to alert the user. Okay, Audio signal device to alert the user if there's any obstacle inside the vehicle. So it means that we can stop immediately if there are any obstacle or any object in front of our vehicle. And then for the coding, this is for three part of coding that we need to be done. The firstly, coding for the Bluetooth connection to connect the remote our software. We are using a remote XY to connect for this prototype to our smartphone. Okay, you need to have a Bluetooth connection first. And then the second system configuration, you need to have a coding for ultrasonic sensors and buzzers, where we need to alert the user and to check for the range finding. Okay, if there are any object in front of our vehicle, it will alert the user, so the user will be alert and stop the vehicle from crashing. Okay, we don't want to any accident inside there. And then the last one is the coding setup function for robotic arm. For this one, we need to configure for the robotic arm movement and for the vehicle to move forward, reverse, left and right, and so on for the robotic arm, up, down, left and right, and how to pick up the harvesting. Okay, so these three main systems need to be configured inside the Arduino. Okay, alright, for the security, so we have been using remote XY apps, so we need to secure all this connection by setting our password so that anyone without password, unauthorized access or unauthorized user cannot use our prototype. So you can set a password just only for authorized users only can use this prototype to control this machine. And then this is our test and deduction for the system testing. So the first we test for our microcontroller, our brain. It is done, the code upload successfully. So any errors that occur during the programming, so we try the code is uploaded successfully, there's no error around that, and it shows that this microcontroller can control the arm and also control the movement of our vehicle. And then the second one is a connection for the Bluetooth. So we want to install our Bluetooth module, so we need to test. Okay, pairing the HC06 Bluetooth with the smartphone, we try to connect this prototype with our smartphone to control it. So basically the LED on the HC Bluetooth will stop blinking, which means that it's actually paired. It same goes to the try to pair our headphone, pairing our mouse and pairing our Bluetooth devices in daily life. same concept here. Okay, you need to pairing first, then we can connect, right? The third one is sound from the buzzers. Basically, we produce sound when the Arduino is powered up, and if they detected any obstacle or any object in front of the vehicle, it will be alert the user. It will be sound. Okay, it will be create a sound, right? So basically, the buzzers produce a sound if this detected any object in front of it. Okay, and then a L298 and driver's output. So we upload a code that can make the driver produce, and the driver will produce an output about this one. So basically, this we are using to control the movement for the motor inside that. Okay, we are using electric motor. So all the testing the fast. Last but not least, detection of ultrasonic sensors of obstacle. So we need to have ultrasonic sensor. Okay, upload a code that will be display the range of obstacle on Arduino IDE module. So expected result, display the range of the object if detected, and give the signal back to the buzzers to alert the users. So the actual result is display the range of Arduino, okay, the range of object and on Arduino IDE, and then you send the signal data to the buzzers to make a sound, okay, to alert the user. Right, all the testing. Okay, that's it from our team. So basically for this, we hope that it will help some issue you can hear, okay, issues regarding for this, okay, to solve the demanding for the foreign country, lack of our foreign workers, and to increase the productivity for the palm oil industry, and also to help to reduce the energy used for the human to harvesting the palm oil. I think that's it for me and our team. Thank you for our robotic arm prototype. That's it. Assalamualaikum and bye bye.